What's up?
Welcome back. This is what episode number?
Episode 4 of A Little Off, and
damn, 4 episodes.
We're almost
so old.
I'm looking forward to the day that we have like 8, and then I can listen to all of them in one day of work, and I don't have to actually work.
You just go straight, full straight hours.
Yeah.
I can't believe people listen to 4.
That's all I do.
Dude, this last one did well. I was watching the numbers.
Yeah. Well, it's because we were a little bit more. It was funnier, and I was more prone to sharing it.
Yeah, we sent that out there. So hopefully you guys sent it to some people. And, you know, we were doing that giveaway, which no one entered, so that was really...
If anybody...
that was a blow to the balls.
Yeah.
So we offered to give away $10 that, like, you know, isn't a ton, but, like, 0 people entered.
Yeah,
so
if anybody emailed us, you would have won. Just you would have...
I'm looking at you, Zach.
It's like when you tell somebody something and they kind of, like, pity laugh, and they're like, haha, that was funny. And you're like, okay,
No,
what'd you
seriously.
find funny about it? And they're like, well, you see, and, like, run away.
The funny part? The
They're
funny
like,
part was funny.
This podcast is great, but we're not going to do anything that you guys say because you're all idiots.
So, but seriously, share it with people.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell them, hey, my friend made a podcast. You can just be like, hey, I found this funny podcast.
Yes, share it organically. Don't say, like, hey, I have to do this
Go
for
check
a giveaway.
Yeah, that's lame. That's lame.
So, how's your weekend been so far? You got big plans tonight?
Oh, yeah. Haley's turning 21, so I'm terrified right now. So if I sound a little shaky, it's mainly because we got about 3 hours before shit hits the fan. So, pretty excited, pretty scared. But
so we went to Flagstaff last night, and
Williams.
Okay, close to Flagstaff. Yeah, we went with her family, her little sister, and we did the Polar Express.
And for reference, my little sister is 7.
Yeah.
So it's not like I have like a 15-year-old sister that's like, I want to go to the Polar Express.
But it was just, there were so many funny things that happened. I know I mentioned a little bit in the car, but basically, so we get there, we're getting on the train, and then somebody mentioned, oh, we're in the North Pole. I was like, we're not in the North Pole yet. The train's going to take us to the North Pole. We're in Tucson. And just immediately, a lady goes, we're not in Tucson. I was like, okay, fine, Phoenix or Flagstaff. She goes, we're not in Flagstaff either. We're in Williams. And I was like, I don't know where we are.
You're a big bag of shit.
Like, come on.
But she wasn't trying to be mean. She was trying to mess around with him because that's like the whole vibe of the train. It was
this
like
one
goofy.
girl,
yeah,
she was going ham.
Oh yeah.
Like, so her brother.
That annoys me.
It was bugging me at one point. I was like, somebody needs to get
People
her
try
off the train.
So like, oh.
But so we sit down.
Yeah.
And her brother is, I think, in 8th grade and has his headphones in, just minding his own business. And she just gets in his face, just like, no, hey, are you going to take those off? Because we're going to see Santa. And I just immediately, he just rolls his eyes, and we're just like, oh, this is
That's when everyone on the train's getting one loud, Santa's not real.
Yeah.
Like, I would have ruined it for all those children. The moment she got in my face, fuck no. No way.
Well, no, it goes downhill from there. Like, literally, so she's screaming, we're going to Santa! Like, just this charismatic person. And then, so, what was I? Oh, just basically, so at one point, Santa gets on the train, and they're like, we have to sing to bring him. And she's literally, like, forcing her brother to sing. Forcing, like, in his face, like, you're not singing. Why are you not singing? And just, like, he's
How old is he? He's obviously of age to know that Santa's not real.
Yeah,
right?
How old is he?
Like 13, I don't know.
Oh, okay. But like the person who works there knows he's not like 5.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not like we're on the train for him, we're on the train for her sister. But basically, in his face, just like, you better sing. You better fucking sing right now, or Santa's not coming. And he's just like, jolly, jolly.
Like, fucking, I guess Santa's not fucking coming.
Well, like, being pressured to sing, and it was just so weird. And then on top of that, after Santa comes, Santa brings all these bells. That every single person gets a bell.
And it's just like...
And just the whole time, just... The whole time on the way back. And she came up and she's like, what's your favorite part? And somebody goes, oh, the cookies we got and the hot chocolate. And she looked to me and I said, the moment before the bells. Because the whole way back, just... clink, 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 clink.
Oh my God.
And she laughed at it, but...
Just every part before the bell.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
So the parts of the story that he left out were I was screaming that Santa was gonna come.
Yeah, like screaming.
I was singing at the top of my lungs. I was dancing along to the music very aggressively. I danced in the middle of the train.
Yeah.
And
because they pulled her out to do it, and then her little sister starts flossing.
And then on top of that, I wore like little elf slippers that had bells on the end. So the entire time I'm like shaking my foot.
Question: how sober or not sober were either of you?
Stone cold sober.
I had like 2 shots of ChickfilA.
I was stone cold sober.
That's rough, because that's one of those things, if you got a buzz in you and you just go with it, you're like, yeah, Santa's fucking here. Like,
see, that was me.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're dead sober, then I 100% understand what you're talking about. We're just like, all right, like, stop getting in
I'm over it. Get out of my face.
Read the room.
Yeah.
Like, read the vibe that I'm giving off.
Was there anything else you wanted to add? Because I wanted to talk about a girl is throwing up 2 minutes after we leave the station.
Out of just pure nerves to meet Santa.
I don't know. It's a younger girl, but honestly, maybe. And we see it, but some other people are facing like the other way. And I guess her parents smelt the vomit. And
were they yelling at her to sing?
That would have been hilarious.
Maybe. Stop throwing up and fucking sing, because Santa's not coming unless you stop throw up.
Stop throw up.
Stop throw up.
Stop throw up.
Stop throwing up. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it was an experience to say the least.
It's super magical. I met Santa. He took a picture with my sister. That was cool.
Yeah, and even her sister. So basically, like the peak of it is you drive by this area that's the North Pole. You go through a little portal, which is a bunch of Christmas lights, and then you first off, Thanksgiving hasn't even passed yet.
Yeah.
And second off,
it's mid-November.
Yeah. That's when the tickets were cheapest.
Well, that makes sense, but. Okay.
And then so then we passed like the North Pole, and it's just like a bunch of. It looked nice, but
it was well set up.
We're in Arizona. There's no snow on the ground. There's no like it doesn't. It's not really that believable.
And it's also small.
And it's small. Yeah, it's like maybe I don't know. 300 yards long.
What if they just made it like a real North Pole and it was just a bunch of sweatshops?
Well, we were making dumb jokes the whole time, like Santa fell off the train, like you see him, we're just passing him. And
Santa's fucked up right now.
Off eggnog. Mrs. Claus gonna be pissed. But her sister was like, so when are we actually getting there? And her 7-year-old sister's like, not buying it.
Puts it in Google Maps, just like how long, like Santa Claus, or how long it'll take to get to the North Pole.
But yeah, it was an experience to say the least.
Google Maps says it's gonna be like, it's gonna be about 18 days.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, strap in, stop fucking singing.
Get me off this fucking train. So yeah, that was our past 24 hours.
Damn, that's funny. It sounds like it could be a good time.
It was because it was funny.
Yeah,
but not for the reasons it should have been.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I had kind of a funny experience when I told my mom that we started a podcast, and she goes, "What's that?" And I was like, "Okay, how do I put this?" I'm like, "It's like a talk show." And she goes, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "I don't know, just for fun. We've made like 50 cents." She goes, "Oh, you've made 50 cents." And I was like, "All right, well,
we don't have to make anything."
Immediately regretted telling you.
Yeah, definitely.
But that was just so funny to me. I was just like, yeah, I forgot. You don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of just like older people and freaking out and shit, like, okay, the okay boomer shit.
Okay, boomer.
No, like, I don't, like, I have never said that, because, like, saying that out loud sounds just, like, so annoying, like, if you were to actually say it, but, like, at the same time, it's funny how offended they're getting. Like, just how pissed off. They're like, that's a slur! It's like, bro.
Okay,
I don't even understand why it's so...
It's like a song.
So meaningful to them, or so hurtful.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because it's, like, they have nothing to say back to it.
Yeah, okay, millennial.
They've never been really roasted before, because like they're the type of people who like always have to have like the last word. Like their last word is, "Well, we created stuff for you." It's like, okay, but you don't know how you use it.
Yeah.
Like you created the iPhone, but like, could you send me a file on your phone right now? Because like I doubt it.
Yeah, it was weird. Oh, this week, completely different topic.
Oh, okay,
Were you done with?
Fuck me. Well, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I listened to the whole Kanye album. Because I sit at work and do nothing all day, and so the lady looks over and she goes, like, on God, like, what are you listening to? I was like, it's the new Kanye album. She goes, oh, and like she was ready to just go in about some.
Did you like any of them?
Honestly, yeah. So I have actually a bunch of notes that I took.
Kanye's flow. No, I'm kidding. I feel like the notes are like for Kanye. I wrote a bunch of notes for Kanye on how he could do it better.
So
Kanye, if you're listening to this,
sponsor us.
This is for you.
But basically, so first off, I don't know if he produces it or who produces.
I think he produces a lot of it because that's like what he's known for is like producing.
It's fucking like sauce. Yeah. Like the way it's produced is amazing.
He's always been a great producer. Like what was the one before this? Life of Pablo. Like that, the lyrics and everything on that weren't that great, but it was produced fucking so good.
Yeah,
that's what he's like known for. But.
And then I was thinking about the difference between he jumps from I love it to. Like he goes, you're such a fucking hoe. I love it. To praise God. Like
he's talking about God.
Well, but regardless,
praising God for the hose.
For the hose. What else? So one of the lyrics is, "You my ChickfilA, closed on Sunday. You my ChickfilA." Okay, like sure, I understand Sunday's God, whatever.
Yeah. Sunday's God's day.
Here he rhymes.
Those legs are closed on Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, that might be what it's about. He rhymes chlorine with conversation. So it's chlorine conversation.
What? Like back to back like that? Like just straight word to word? Like,
it's like he's talking about. I think the song's called "Water" or something, and it's just
holy water is just pool water.
Well, I don't know, water. And he just chlorine to conversation. One song sounds like a sped up "Fasten Your Seatbelt" ding, where it's just ding 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 like in the beginning, but then it ends up being dope because it's produced super well.
Yeah.
He compares himself to Noah.
Oh.
He says Jesus did the laundry.
Jesus did a laundry. Dude, Jesus did my laundry. I'd be super happy because I have to pay $6 to do a load of laundry right now.
And then my last thing is one of the songs just sounds like it should be in a musical. Like it sounds like Hamilton.
Really?
And it was dope, but it's not a rap album. But also Hamilton's
they rap in Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, that's why it sounded like that.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is a genius.
Is that who made it?
I don't know. I never saw that. I heard it was fucking good, but I never saw that.
Very, very, very good.
But
so yeah, those are all my notes. I would recommend listening to it.
Have you seen like the new like Yeezy like slippers with a bunch of holes in them?
No.
They're like making like a Yeezy's croc almost. It's disgusting. And everyone's like, he's a fucking genius. I'm like, he's a fucking idiot. And you guys just keep throwing money at him.
I feel like he just like finds things in the trash and he's like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This can be it.
So I
gotta look up that. Here, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna look up the Kanye, the Yeezy croc.
Okay, for sure.
Because I just want to show you.
When I was somewhere and we walked into, I want to say a Gucci store, and they had some shoes that were like scuffed up and like kind of dirty, but they were so dope. See, those are interesting.
Interesting. Those are fucking nasty.
They look like moon shoes.
Yeah, dude. These are fucking. You're putting these on your children. You're letting them walk around in that shit.
He's working with NASA, and they're planning to move people to Mars, and he's designing the clothing line for Mars.
Ew! Like it's so it exposes like the heel. Like the heel. There's a hole in the heel. Like,
yeah, that's just gross.
Nice.
But that was all I had. So that's all I had about that.
That's fine,
and I would recommend listening to it because there are some dope songs.
Okay, yeah.
But some of them
because we've definitely talked shit about it on a couple of
and that's why I listened to it. I was like, I have time, might as well just see what all the hype's about. And I did, and just the production value, and Kanye has an iconic voice. Like, it worked out for at least my taste buds in my ears.
In your taste buds in your ears? Your earbuds?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know 100%.
I got chills just now. That was dope.
I'm erect right now. Yeah. This music is making me.
I smell Cinnabon, and I'm listening to good music. I am hard as a rock.
Nothing like some good old Cinnabon right to the face.
You better listen to the last episode to get that one.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Wow.
No, yeah. They definitely listened to the last episode because we're the only people that listen to it.
Yeah. Thanks, me.
You know what I was thinking that we could use to actually spice it up to get more people in, like to listening, is laugh tracks. We could just but throwing them in at like points
random
where it's
spots,
not funny.
Yeah.
Like we're not making a joke.
And laugh randomly.
Be like, oh my god, like holy shit! Dude, the other day I saw somebody got hit by a car.
Or just like an awkward point where like you make a horrible joke and Susan's offended, and then
just well, because me and Haley were watching Victorious on Netflix, and like laugh tracks, all that shit.
Yeah.
But like the best ones are like the ooh.
Yeah.
Because
We
all I
need a
imagine
soundboard.
is like an audience of grown adults being like ooh. And it's not, and it never says like filmed in front of a live studio audience. So you know it's just like a track they
You
had.
know it's not. Most of it's like
Yeah.
outside.
No, I know, but it's so funny because I just imagine like if it was, and there's like 8, like whenever they do the oohs, it doesn't sound like a full audience. It sounds like 8 to 10 people. There's like 8 or 10 are adults that are just like, oh my god, those 2 teenagers kissed. Oh my goodness.
They're flirting.
How adorable. Oh my god. Did you ever see that TikTok where like that guy goes in the like the store and starts reading like the signs? You know those like all those signs and a bunch of like the one you have in your room, like live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Like
haven't
bless
seen the
on
TikTok.
nest. Like there's a bunch. So there's a guy that goes through and reads all those signs like a mom. And it's so funny, like his mom voice. She's like, "Oh my god, isn't that precious? You're one in a melon. Oh my god, I should send that to my sister." Like, so,
Is that New Jersey mom?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That
it's so
makes it
funny.
though.
I wanted to talk about the ad, and I think I already told you this, or not an ad. It was I was listening to the radio because I do that, and you called me stupid for it. But
He's old.
it was
That's
the
old
Breakfast
shit.
Club, and they were talking about all the controversy with the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and like getting people's opinions. Like people are getting shot, stabbed, whatever over this sandwich. What do you think? And so people are calling in. I think it's stupid. Don't blame the sandwich. Like those people are already violent.
They're just stupid. It's a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
People. Like,
Or
oh my God.
vice versa. They're like, yeah, Popeye shouldn't be hyping it up as much because this is what happens when you incite people. And then this one...
They're getting sorry.
Have there
I'm
been
not stopping
stabbings
around.
over like the McRibs? Isn't that like a big deal?
But those have been around for years, so probably...
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Like not as big as it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. But so this one guy calls in and they're like, hey, it's Charlemagne. Like, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And he goes, all right, so you get the Popeyes chicken sandwich. You get it extra spicy mayonnaise, extra pickles, extra butter on the buns. That's the only way to do it. And they're like, all right, what do you think of the controversy? He's like, there's only one way to get this sandwich. You have to do it this way. Otherwise, the mayonnaise is the spicy part. If you don't get the extra spicy mayonnaise, you're selling yourself short. And just goes on for like 3 minutes on what you should order.
How you should order.
And they keep trying to bring him back to like, all right, well, what do you think about this controversy? And he just keeps going off. Like, it's way better than ChickfilA. You got to get this sandwich. And that's all I have to say. But extra spicy mayonnaise, extra butter. Extra butter on the buns will go so far with your taste buds. And just keeps going and just rambling. Like, all right, bye. Just hang up on him. Yeah.
fuck
Like,
that.
all right, next caller. But it was so funny because he just was preaching about the Popeye, what you have to order.
People are so here's the thing is like I tried it before last podcast with you. I tried it for the first time, the Popeyes chicken sandwich. It was good. It was really fucking good. Chick-fil-A is also really good, but the people who get so passionate about which one's better, it's like it's a fucking sandwich.
They're also so
like,
different, so it's really hard.
Yeah, like Popeyes has its like own like shit, like it's a little crispy or whatever, but like Chick-fil-A only makes chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like it's just so different, and like I hate when people are like, no, like Chick-fil-A, I'll beat Chick-fil-A till I die. I'm like, Chick-fil-A's not that good, bro. They're both just chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Plain ass, 2 pickles on buns with a slab of chicken.
Now, where it's really at is McDonald's hot and spicy McChicken.
Dude,
$1.
For $1, I
Yeah.
could fuck up like 10 of those.
Yeah, honestly.
For real. Sponsor us, McDonald's.
Yeah. Shout out.
I'll shove 8 McChickens in my butt just for a sponsorship.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's where we needed that. Yeah.
No, just the applause one. Like, like when they introduce a new character. It's like, that'd be so funny.
Did you hear?
And the 8th one's in.
I don't even want to go down that track. But Chick-fil-A
blend
is...
them up.
Okay, stop it.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A is now starting... So my original argument was, okay, the first chicken sandwich that I had from Popeyes, I couldn't bite the first bite off. Like there was some tendon or something that was so gross and it just turned me off from the whole thing. And I was like, okay, the only way that I could rationalize going to Popeyes is if I want like shrimp or I want something else that Popeyes has. Or maybe
biscuits.
Mac and cheese, biscuits. Yeah. I want...
Dude, have you had the Cajun sparkle that you put?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit.
It's really good,
It's
yeah.
so fucking good.
But now... And my main selling point was mac and cheese because like that's like I don't know I want mac and cheese.
You can't get mac and
sometimes.
cheese at You can get mac and cheese at Chick-fil-A?
Now you can. That's where I'm going. They just came out
really?
with mac and cheese. Yeah.
You're like, okay, Popeyes, I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like Popeyes.
Well, here's what bothers me about Chick-fil-A. And it bothers me that it doesn't bother them. Like
He's
the
gay.
owners. Yeah, no, I'm not gay.
No.
But no, the fact that they're closed on Sundays, and it's not because like on Sunday, like I hate people who are like, I always crave Chick-fil-A on Sundays, and like, no, you don't. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you
just
think
like,
about it.
Yeah,
It's honestly a marketing move.
yeah, no, but it bothers me
not.
so much
It's
that
not.
it's like they're like I mean, keep religion and your business separate. Like the whole allow your owners to be Jewish or Islamic or something and be open on Sundays. You know how much more that's a whole day.
Well, there are
of
Chick-fil-A's,
fucking revenue.
There are
that you're just like
Chick-fil-A's
fuck that because it's God's day.
in airports. There are Chick-fil-A's in sports arenas, and like, why would you put a place that's not open one day a week in an airport?
Well, they're not open on Sundays, so putting it in a fucking football arena is like the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
I don't know if they did that.
No, I think there is one. I'm
Really?
pretty sure there's one in like a sports arena that has football
Somebody
games.
who actually came from a religious background, it's not about it is about it's God's day, but it's like you don't work on Sunday. That was the big argument. There's one day a week where you don't work. So
Isn't that
kind
just
of
a specific denomination that does that?
It's people who follow God and then trickling down to Christ. So it's
Like
basically
Kanye.
Exactly. So it's
Kanye doesn't rap
you
on
just
Sundays.
do not work on that one specific day a week, and I guess we chose Sunday.
Yeah.
So I think in their mind, it's kind of like so their employees don't have to come into work.
Oh, that makes sense if their employees are religious.
Yeah, because you want everybody to focus one day where you don't have to work. That's the whole point. Is like in the Bible, on the seventh day he rested. So.
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, I'm just like
Craving a Chick-fil-A.
No, I don't crave it on Sundays. I don't ever really crave Chick-fil-A. Yeah. But it just like come on, that's so much more money. Like that's 1 out of 7. 1 out of 7 days.
I feel like they're fine with money.
No,
though.
that's the thing is that's what I was saying. That's like it makes me mad that they don't give a shit because they're making so much money. But it just like to me, I'm like you just think like business wise, like that's a stupid business decision.
Yeah.
Like think about anybody else. They're like, you know what, McDonald's, we're gonna close on Wednesdays.
But also,
You're like, what the fuck?
if you ask somebody and they're like, is Chick-fil-A open today? If you ask that on a Sunday, they're like, no. Everybody would know that.
See, but I feel like weekends especially are like when people eat out for like lunch and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that's a big like after church service chicken sandwich. How about that?
Yeah, and their nice dress clothes going to a fast food place.
Oh my gosh. Me in Illinois going to like Ace Hardware after church or like Menards or that kind of like Home Depot kind of place. Everybody dressed like in Illinois, you don't mess around. Like you wear your nicest outfit. And you're like walking into this farming store and everybody's like, yeehaw, and you're like, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
That's so funny. Yeah, because I mean, I remember when my mom took us when we were younger, the only reason she could get us to go was just like
food afterwards.
Donuts afterwards, and like
with ketchup.
It was to the point like my dad never really went. We went to we didn't go to like Catholic church, we went to like a Christian church, so it was a little bit different. Like it was just less formal and everything. But like, my mom always had to like sit between me and my sister because
fuck with each other.
How like not with each other, but with the other people in the church, and that's when it started. That's when she's like we like. She knew that we would like kind of joke around, so she never took anything we did seriously. Mm-hmm. So like we'd see some woman with her both hands in the air like singing, and then like we'd start doing that, and my mom would turn around and like smack us, be like, "Fucking get shut!" Like, yeah,
no swearing in church, Mom.
Yeah,
but imagine like somebody watching that, and, like the innocent bystanders, like, "Oh, the kids are just trying to,
exactly."
Like,
but our mom's
like, "Sit down."
My mom's like, "You don't know, they're just fucking with you. Like they think you're stupid." Like. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm not, like, anti-religion or anything. I just think some people who, like, smack people in the face. It's just like last time when we were talking about vegans. When you smack people in the face and say, you're not living your life right because this is how I live my life.
Yeah, if you tear other people down because of your belief.
That's not chill. That's not kosher.
Maybe you're a shitty person.
Plus, don't do that.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not tear people down.
We love and $10.
$10
to win in the raffle. If
oh
you
my god! The $10 raffle that no one fucking signed up for. We're gonna up it to $1,000. Send it to 2 people and you'll get $1,000. It's not even a raffle. We'll just pay you. I'll Venmo you from
this
Kevin's
is
account.
There's no obligation
it's all
here.
From him.
Yeah, don't. No. And I'm not paying you.
I will give
but
you.
You should enter the raffle because you will probably
Should we
win.
just fucking extend it and no one will ever do it? And then we'll see who's like a real. Here's what we'll do. We'll never close it until we get like more than 2 entries. so that we can actually have a raffle.
Yeah.
It'll be like the 16th episode.
Yeah,
or
no, like we'll see who's like a real fan. So we'll get to like episode 20, and then like if we have a bigger audience, there's like people who went back and listened. And they're like, oh shit, I should enter this. And it's like, hey, episode 30, hey, you motherfuckers, we finally raffled off that $10.
Well, I got 2 texts from the last episode when I said, if you make it to this point, text me.
Yeah, Corner Bakery texted us.
Corner Bakery and my cousin. So shout out to you two. Oh, and my sister. My sister did also.
Dude, I love how supportive Corner Bakery is. He just straight up like shit. Like he like the moment like he like when you told him about it and he called me and I was like, oh shit, was he gonna like give us shit
on his birthday?
Yeah. He was just so supportive. It was so cool. I mean, anyone who's been supporting us, it honestly means a lot because like I love doing this.
And it makes me so happy when somebody gives us not even feedback, just like, hey, that was funny.
Give me attention.
Yeah, exactly. And so I don't know. Please do that. I don't want to be a beggar here, but like, come on, just share it. It doesn't. It's so easy. We'll you
fucking lazy motherfuckers.
We'll pause here for a minute. We'll just be silent. Close the app really quick and then just send it to 2 people and then ready, go. All right, and we're back. So
yeah, no, we're not staying silent. That just makes for dead air.
I'm just.
Let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, so dude, I had a funny story from work. So basically
at the call center.
Yeah, so I work at a call center. We call alumni and parents of like the university. And like we ask for donations and shit like that. It's a pretty shitty job, but it was so funny because we play this game. Like we play games, so whenever you get a pledge or a donation, like they like there's this game called Price is Right where they just pull up something on Amazon and then everyone guesses the price and then whoever wins gets like a piece of candy or some shit. So, like,
they don't get the item.
No, well, because it's like sometimes it's like Gucci handbags and shit.
Gotcha.
But this last time it was who's the guy who wrote A Fault in Our Stars? Like John Green, right? John Green. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, I think it was a John Green book, and I said something that was so embarrassing after I said it out loud. So like, I got a pledge and they come over and they're like, "How much is this?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know. Like, is it a hard copy? Is it an ebook? Is it a like paperback? Is
give
it
me the information.
Audio?" And they're like, "Well, we can't tell you because that will give you too much information." And I was like. I literally said, that's so stupid. I don't fucking read books. And I was just like, oh, man.
I sound like a
dunce. I sound like a fucking asshole. Like, I don't read books. Like, I probably should read books. Like, literally, I feel like as soon as I said it out loud, I'm like, that's like the most like ignorant, like, that's like what stupid people say. They're like, I don't fucking read books. I'm proud about it.
Like, I kind of relate to that just because... I read articles. I read feeds of stuff. I don't. But then also recently I read Neil deGrasse Tyson's book about the universe.
See, but you read a book that wasn't like a textbook.
Yeah, but it was so dope because after seeing him on what's his name, Joe Rogan's podcast, I was just like, okay, like this guy knows what he's talking about. He puts everything in very clear and concise manner that's very easy to understand. He compared the universe to a pancake, and he's well, not much of a pancake. It's more of a crepe. Like, and it's just super like, oh, okay. Now I know how the universe works. And it's astrophysics for people in a hurry is what the book's called. And it just lays it down. I was on a flight to Illinois and then back, and I finished the book, and it was dope. And I have his next book, which is how astrophysics helps, I want to say, like the military.
Oh, okay.
And it's super dope. I've read not much of it, but... what I have read, it's like I want to keep reading, and that's what because for the Harry Potter books, I blew through those.
Yeah, see, when you find a good book, it's nice, but like I don't have time to find a fucking good book right now.
Well, I remember in like 4th grade, it was definitely 4th grade. We had spelling tests.
Yeah,
and if you did well, if you did well on like
teacher
the
would
first
give you a kiss,
one,
Wait,
does your ass get like
kisses? My assholes?
Does it get jealous of all the bullshit that comes out of your mouth?
No. It's pretty even. Whoa. You just hear it start swinging on each other. Audio goes silent.
But no, I remember in 4th grade, so if you did well on like the preliminary one, like if you already knew how to spell the words, you could only do like the challenge words. So I did that, and I would have to read. I wouldn't have to read, but I read during the first half of the words or whatever. And I guess I missed the entire spelling test just because I was so into my book. And my teacher didn't even get mad. She's like, you really like that book? I was like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that we were still going. She had to redo it just for me. And so after the test, I don't know if you remember, but they'd be like, did anybody miss any words? Number 16. Okay, number 16 is about. Spell about.
Like, A-B-C-O-T.
Yeah. And then so I was like, okay, number 9. Number 10.
Oh, you were that.
Number 11. She's like, okay, did you miss? Like, and then I explained it afterwards, but it was just funny. And I remember that very keenly.
It sucks. It sucks thinking about like how nice we had it, and like at the time we're like, oh, I hate that we have to do all these activities. I'm like, dude, I'd kill for some fucking activities.
Yeah.
Like,
I have to make a sit upon.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah. It's like a little pillow that you sit on
for your ass.
We had
ass
hard
cushion.
seats. And that was like one of
But
our...
like we learned how to hand sew shit.
Yeah.
And they like stuff it.
We made a little air freshener out of an orange and cloves. We went handing for gold. We made rain sticks. We did so much dope
We did
shit.
like the African market. I sold donut holes.
Yeah.
I ate most of them, so my parents were mad. I didn't make anything. Do you remember? Oh, we had, what was that in like 4th grade? We had like the you had to like start a small business.
Yeah, I did that in 3rd grade too because I was in Mr. Rhodes' class and it was just like we did
Don't
that in
dox
our class.
Mr. Rhodes.
No,
he doesn't want to be on
the best
here.
teacher I think I've ever had.
Best professor, even in college. Fuck those people.
No, he's still doing some really
I always
cool
just
stuff.
thought that guy was weird because I heard that he wouldn't let his son watch SpongeBob. And I was like, that must fucking suck for his kid because that's still one of my favorite shows.
I remember one of my friends' dads wouldn't let my sister's friend, who was like the same family, watch iCarly because they disrespected the parents.
Oh yeah.
Like,
and it wasn't even the parent though.
Or it was
like
Spencer.
Gibby. It was just
the older brother who caretook everybody else. But yeah, some weird stuff happened. Where did we start with this?
I don't know, man. You know, just fuck
books.
It.
You don't read.
Yeah, I don't fucking read books. She was oh yeah. So I have another hard hitting question for you guys. It's something that I think it would be great to get another person's opinion on. If we'd be down to call someone again, just some random person, just ask them, see what they think about it.
Send it.
But the question is, like, how do you guys sleep? Because I'm a stomach sleeper. So do you sleep lying on your stomach, or do you sleep with a hand in your ass?
I'm glad that you think that that's so funny. I think, okay, it would be... sometimes I'll wake up, my hand's, like, in my pants, but...
It's not in your ass? It's not, like, full up there? So is
how many
on your
fingers
stomach,
do you get in there?
How many fingers can I get in there? Or how many
fingers have you woken up with in there?
The whole arm, like to my elbow.
You're
like
that
I'm in like a bent position. Like,
downward
bent
dog,
backward.
opposite of downward dog.
Yeah, and you just suck it right back out, and you're good to go. Start your day.
It right back out.
Oh, nothing like the good old morning alarm clock.
I want to hear Susan's comments on this. Do you ever wake up with a hand in your ass?
No.
It's your hand.
No.
And I am forever in her debt. That was a really.
She wakes up and Kevin's playing her like a puppet, just hand up the ass.
No.
We have to take a really quick break for our ad.
It's about that time.
And
It
for
is. I
our
just checked.
sanity.
Hey,
And for our sanity,
we're gonna lose sponsors.
Susan's about to beat the shit out of Draymond.
Can they just can we get some news? Not that I don't like Anchor. I just mean like it would be dope to get some sponsors.
I mean, we definitely have to have way
We have to have
more
like we have like 1,000
in like one
audience
episode.
Yeah. So share it, you fucking idiots. All right.
That's
And,
a great way to get more people to listen.
Yeah, you idiots, you numbskulls, you dumb fucking people.
You guys are great people.
They're stupid enough
Have
to
a
listen.
good day.
Just kidding. All right, guys.
And here's our ad.
Enjoy it.
Candy canes?
Kevin, that's
no.
Get
That's
you can't shove
disgusting.
candy canes up your butt to make Santa come quicker.
Well,
That's so stupid. Why would you do that?
It
My
doesn't
philosophy
That's disgusting.
was that they get sharper.
We're recording. Yeah. Oh
So
shit!
my
We're
new
back.
product.
We're back. Yeah, I think we're gonna do another little. Excuse that. Oh my god, embarrassing.
Oh,
wow. We're gonna do another round of snake oil.
So-
that was fun. I like that a lot.
I don't know if other people have an issue with
I don't have that issue.
with their car not smelling up to par. Maybe you buy those cheap Christmas tree air fresheners or tree air fresheners, or maybe you have like a little spray, or maybe you just, I don't know, buy wings all the time and you just constantly bask in that aroma.
Yeah.
But
I do that.
basically,
That's what
I
I do.
have a new product. Yeah, it's a great way to do it.
I hang the wings.
Like a mobile. But I have a new product coming to the market really soon. It's called the Stanky Cup Holder. So you would think Stanky is like a smell that's not necessarily good, but it's strong. And so what I bring to you today is a cup holder. It's an insert for your cup holder that makes your car smell like, maybe you want it to smell like wings. Maybe you want it to smell like peppermint. It doesn't matter, but stanky is the word we chose to really sell. It's like a marketing technique. People are going to be like, what's a stanky cup holder?
I don't think that's just a bad
Like,
word.
You should see.
It makes me think it smells bad.
Yeah.
No, but see, when you see the flavors, it's not the normal
It makes
ones.
me maybe like
not flavors,
rings.
smells.
Those flavors. Oh,
yeah,
they
you lick
taste
it.
delicious.
The tang catapult.
Oh my god.
That's one of our scents. But no, if you want the out of the ordinary, maybe you want it to smell like bacon. We got a stanky cup holder for that. Maybe you want it to smell like.
See, but when I think stanky, I think like socks, underwear.
I'm thinking of Stanky Leg.
Like yeah,
dude, that's stanky leg.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I cannot get that.
It's a
out of my
cup
head.
holder that plays nothing but stanky leg on
there you
repeat.
go.
One, it only turns on if you have a cup in the cup holder. So
Okay. Whoa,
it's
that's fancy.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
if you want it, you
Did you
just
patent
set.
that?
Yeah, what kind of technology
We're
are you
patent
working
pending
with?
right now.
Ooh, get that patent. I'm on board.
Okay, so that's my product. We actually have a set of 2.
Honestly,
it will
though,
fit.
if that was a real product, that'd actually be dope. Like
Yeah.
you set a cup down and like it's the smell, like you get a wing smell like that. I don't know why wing smell isn't already a fucking like air freshener.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a candle.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's candles for everything.
But yeah, if you want your car to smell like bacon, wings,
Weed.
anything out of the
It
ordinary.
smells like weed.
Yeah, why
It's
is it all
stanky.
food?
Can you imagine you set a cup down and it smells like weed? You get
You
pulled
get
over,
arrested,
you lift your cup
yeah.
up. They're like, "Can you put that cup down?" You're like, "No, I can't."
Just set it on the center console, tip it over. But yeah, so low price for $19.99 plus shipping and handling, and that is not all. We actually add a bonus.
You really went all out for this. There's bonus shit going on.
Well, yeah,
My
it's
God,
an
Kevin.
infomercial at this point. So
Yeah.
if you pay separate processing and handling, we'll also give you a Mighty Chop, or what is that thing called?
Slap chop.
Slap Chop.
It's a slap chop.
So Slap Chop will come with it, completely unrelated, but it comes with it if you pay separate
So you can
processing
slap
and
chop
handling.
shit in your car.
Yeah, maybe some wings.
Yeah.
There you go. Chop up those wings.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'd actually buy that. That's kind of dope. That's a good. You got a good one there.
Yeah.
I would only buy it for the slap chop.
Just for the slap chop, you throw out the cup holder shit. You're like, fuck that. I like my evergreen my new car set. Do you want to go next?
Sure.
All right, let's hear it. Because
All
I mean, why are you buying his product?
No.
Just for no.
Well, for the slap cup or slap
For
whatever.
the slap chop.
What I'm
damn.
slapping. Yeah.
Mine comes with a brick of gold.
For free.
I will pay you to get my product.
Mine's free $99.
Okay, this one marketed specifically to guys and lesbians, or like
Yours
kinda
too?
manlier lesbians.
Oh wait, never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay,
Mine's
so you ever gone with your girl shopping?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Today.
And so you're
sorry,
with her.
He says morosely.
She's walking around, like gonna go try on some stuff, and there's no seats in the store.
I hate that. Actually, I literally
Yeah.
hate
Exactly.
I fucking
So,
hate that.
At that moment, you're like,
Your feet
I'm in a
hurt.
female store. I want to sit down. I feel like my masculinity is being taken away from me. So you need a little bit of nature, but you also need to sit. I give you the sticky log. It sticks to your butt, so you can walk into the store with your log, sit right down, and you're good to go.
That sounds so heavy and impractical.
Never said it was a real log, but it looks like you're manly. You're like sitting in nature, but like,
Hey,
you're
you
in
smell
the
like a
store.
lumberjack. You look like one too.
I would buy
Yeah.
it just so I could be like, hey, look, I got a log in my pants.
So it's actually not his hand that he woke up with his.
It was a
in
whole
his ass,
log.
Yeah.
Damn. So it just sticks to the outside of your pants. Like, do I have to have it on the outside of my pants? Can it just be in the store? Or what's the
No,
sticky?
it's
Yeah,
sticky.
it has
like,
to be-
It sticks
there's-
to you.
Does
so
it
like,
fuck up my clothes?
So like no, like
Okay.
it's just
You're
it's a
only
good
thinking of the
amount of.
negatives here.
So
Because
like,
like it's sticky.
you're
Like-
in the mall, okay? You're in one store. She's in like Forever 21. She wants to walk over to like Charlotte Russe, whatever. You can
love
just
Charlotte
take
Russe.
your log with you. You don't have to hold anything. You can be like
You
her
can
little-
carry her bags.
Exactly. You can be her little pack mule, but also have a place to sit when you get there.
This sounds all too real.
You have another thing to hang off for more storage holding
Yeah.
up her bags. Congratulations.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe there's like a little trunk in the log. You can put her bags
Oh
in.
my god.
And keep
It looks like
getting
you're
back.
just shitting a large log.
I was hoping it was
shitting
gonna be
a
like
log.
some plush ass like because I forgot that I came the word sticky.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, I'm ready for this. Like a nice place where you can sit in the mall and wait or some shit.
But no.
No, it's me.
But honestly, I mean, like if there's storage space, fuck it. Like I mean,
I
so, like so you don't have to hold all the shit the whole time.
Depending on its practicality, I would love a place to sit. but also like
I don't want it to stick to my pants. The whole time.
What are people gonna think of me? Just walking around.
It's just your legs, your calves smack in the back of it as you walk.
Sticky can mean like Velcro. It sticks to you. Like
okay. But I'm just saying, like the back of my legs having a log stuck to my ass just sounds like an uncomfortable walk through the mall.
Did you hear what she just said? She said, so maybe it's magnetic. So I don't know what you have up your ass.
Well, you have candy canes. He has what?
A hand, a magnet.
Yeah.
So what do you have up your ass?
A hamster.
A stick.
Oh, was that a fucking chip on your shoulder? It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. I just think it's a little impractical having it by your legs. But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, you did the best with what you had. Sticky log is not. It's not either. I got a pretty rough one. So.
All right, let's hear it.
See, the last one I was way more prepared. So this one's gonna sound like a.
Yeah, we had like a half hour.
Are you ready for just bullshit? Just to, here it comes.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of for the opposite group. You know, hers was for the men. Mine's for the women, or the dudes who like butt stuff.
Yes.
Butt stuff.
So this is an adult product.
So
do not buy it for your kids.
Oh.
You can also buy it for your cats, because I'm sure they'd love to play with it. You know, cats love to play with feathers and soft, funny, flithery things.
Flithery.
Flithery. It's a new word I made up just for this ad. Well, basically, no more hard, rough.
Rough what?
Jagged penis. No more. No more jagged penis going up your cooter or up your pooter. Alright? I am telling you, I've come up with a solution to everything. A nice, soft, affordable penis. The new and improved feathery penis coming to market this fall. It's a sleeve you put over your dick to make it a little more enjoyable for the user. I now realize that the cat... I now realize that the cat thing probably isn't the best thing to play with, but I'm making this up on the spot. So don't play with it with your cats. But it's just a much more enjoyable experience for everybody.
Use.
Oh, no. Not after use. No, not at all.
So
just keep it away from your children and cats.
I'm a little bit confused.
It's a sleeve you put on your dick that's much softer than the rock-hard, jaggedy penis that you already have, Kevin.
Disgusting.
Your bony-ass dick.
Oh.
You're bony? Can you imagine just like a
bony
rock?
Boner. It's just a rock. It's literally a rock.
It's a jade. It's like an emerald or something. It's not just like a normal rock. I have the jade penis. But now comes the feather penis. It's a nice sleeve. Only, I'll fucking pay you to take it off my hands.
It's used.
It's used. All I did was kill a bird, glue some feathers to it.
Kill the bird, put it over my...
It's a dead bird.
We love animals here. I just want to note that
we're sponsored by PETA.
Yeah, do not condone any violence to animals. We love animals.
We do. Well, thank
God.
God.
In a weird way.
Thank God that
farts... So no one wants to buy that?
No.
Wow, that's pretty fun.
Isn't the point of a dick to be hard?
No. You don't want that hard, pokey penis.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Maybe
Why
I'm
have you
wrong.
been like covering yours?
He really doesn't like mine.
Your penis?
Yeah.
Too big?
Yeah.
He's got a tight little butt.
How would you know that?
Because you're shoving candy canes up there. Those are the thinnest motherfuckers in the world.
What about the curve?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just finessing it around the angle of your intestines.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, shut up.
Santa!
I'm gonna say it again. Santa! Does your ass get jealous of the shit that comes out of your mouth?
No.
Just the candy canes?
I'm gonna say it again.
Just the
no.
fists?
I think enough shit comes out of both. I ate a lot of McDonald's.
Okay. Well, so let us know. Email us. Let us know what you would buy, because I think mine was the best.
And also recommend us to your greatest therapist in your area.
No,
because we clearly need help.
I've already got enough of those people disbarred. They don't want to fucking... They quit. They literally saw me and quit. Just a nightmare up there, man.
I heard something funny the other day, and it was, thank God that farts don't work like sneezes. They work like burps. It's like,
you know when one's coming.
Yeah, or like, and it's just, you can't stop a sneeze. Yeah, just all of a sudden.
Just, why did that launch you up in your seat a little bit?
You definitely feel a sneeze coming, though.
Yeah, but you can't really prevent. You could plug your nose, but
then,
what are you going to do? Plug your ass?
Well, you can
but have you ever
look up at light?
Stopped yourself from sneezing? It feels so uncomfortable. You're like, oh fuck, I wish I would have just sneezed. Like when you hold in a fart, you're like, thank God I didn't just fart. Like, but you get that weird inside bubble The inside. Have you had like the inside fart when you're holding a fart and it makes a noise in your stomach anyway, and you're like, well, great, that just fucked up the whole point of what I was gonna do.
Sure.
I never had like that problem of like I remember like the first time farting became a problem for me, and it was like not like a real problem, but like in high school, like I would drink a cup of coffee every morning before class, and like coffee would like churn my stomach a little bit, and literally, I'll never forget, sophomore year, first semester Spanish, like, I was sitting in there, or second semester, because I took it a year early, so, like, I was with a bunch of, like, the older girls, and I was like, oh, shit, like, oh, my God.
Big man on campus.
Yeah, and, like, so, like, I was sitting next to this girl who was super cute, I forget who it was, but fucking, I just remember, like, being like, oh, shit, oh, fuck, I have, like, every other morning, I'd be like, fuck. My God, what is happening? I didn't realize till later it was the coffee, but I'll never forget, it was the first time I was like, oh my God, why didn't I have to worry about farting in class last year? Like, I never farted in class before. Like, why all of a sudden I have to do it now? Like, freaking out and shit.
I think you should tell the story of your morning at the office.
The dentist office? Oh my God. Okay. So, have you heard this story?
Yes.
I think I've told her, but no, it's a great story, and I have a spin-off of it.
I guess I'll just address it, like the audience with it. But, so I'm trying to go into dental school. So this summer, I was interning in a dentist's office. This summer, I also got real-ass constipation for the first time in my life. Pretty blocked up. That was a ton of fun. But basically, I went to a doctor, and they were like, hey, you should start taking, like, fiber supplements, and that'll help move it along. And I was like, okay. So I started taking fiber supplements. Well, I didn't know, like, how hard they were going to hit when they finally, like, kicked in. But I was at the dentist's office, and I was like, oh, man, like, I got to go to the bathroom. And so, like, I, told them, like, hey, I want to go use the bathroom real quick. Well, this is, like, a small bathroom in, like one of those medical buildings.
Inside of, like, the office park. It's not in the dentist.
Exactly, yeah. It's in the office park. And there's only 2 stalls. And so I go into one of the stalls, and I start lighting that fucking toilet up. Like noises, fucking like the kind of shit where like yeah, exactly. It sounds like a fucking Skrillex concert in there. And this guy comes in, and like I'm like, oh no, like someone's in here right now. Like like I get that feeling when your poops are loud, and you're like, oh no. Sit to the next stall, and like man, I am laying on this toilet, and this guy's only going pee, and like I'm like. Timed it terribly where it's like, oh no, I'm getting out of the stall, like I have to get back to work, like I can't sit there for hours. But so like I'm like wrapping it up, and I get out of the stall, and he leaves the stall at the same time, and he just looks at me and goes, you okay? And I was like, yeah, just stomach stuff. How awkward, whatever, like freaking out, but like whatever, I'll never see this man again in my life, I think. And then I wash my hands and walk back to the dentist office. And
who's your next patient?
Yeah, the next patient that I see with the dentist is this guy. And he looks at me, and I look at him, and we don't say a word. Just dead silence. And I've never been more like, oh my fucking God. Hi, I'm here to look at your teeth. I know you
I'm
just...
here to put my fingers in your mouth.
I know you... I didn't put my fingers in his mouth,
okay.
Luckily. I wasn't hands-on. I was just a shadow. But literally, I was just like, oh my God. Like, yeah, you know me from the bathroom. I was that guy who took the massive shit earlier.
I might have deafened you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Oh my God, yeah. So that was just like an embarrassing ass fucking story of just like, oh my God. Of course, like the guy who witnessed me at my lowest, just happens to be in like one of the, and like then he's in a vulnerable spot where he's in the chair, and like I'm like looking over at him like, hey, you tell a soul, I'll take that scalpel and
with his mouth open, and like I was saying, there's not a worse job. Like you could be, I don't know who puts their finger in your butt when you're like old and you need your prostate checked, but that's honestly, it's worse for a dentist. Like you just went to the bathroom, it's just going in your butt, like there's already poop in there or whatever, but it's in your mouth.
What, the poop in your mouth?
No, like if you went to the bathroom,
yeah,
you could be a proctologist, that's the word.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
they cleared it out for me.
Yeah, okay, but then you're a dentist, you're like, all right, let's see, stick out your tongue, and let me just put my fingers everywhere in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, did your dentist wear gloves?
Yeah, but still.
Well, no, because like I heard stories, like I forget who I was talking to, someone in one of my like biology classes, I was like, yeah, I want to be like an orthodontist or whatever. And they're like, oh my God, like my orthodontist used to never wear gloves. And I was like, that's against code.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like, you're supposed to wear gloves, and every dentist I've ever, because I've shadowed like 3 or 4 dentists at this point. And like each one of them is like one of our biggest expenses is gloves.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you take them off, put them back on.
For every patient, you're taking off and putting on new gloves. So they burn through like 100 a day if they see 100 patients. Like, I know like my orthodontist back home can like on a good day sees 200 patients. Yeah, which is wild. But so that's 200 pairs of gloves. That's 2 full boxes he just burns through in a day. And so like I was like, he didn't use gloves? I'd be like, I'm going somewhere else. Like, don't stick your fingerless or your gloveless fingers in my fucking mouth.
Your
like,
fingerless gloves.
Don't shove your fingerless gloves in my mouth. Those taste awful. I'm against
sweaty.
leather.
They smell like cigarettes. Why are you putting these in my mouth?
Oh my God.
But
he's like, I'm in a band. That's how he promotes his band.
I walk around with a boombox all day on Venice Beach while I talk to
So I do my time off.
Yeah. No, but I wanted to talk about just going to work at like a big company and the bathroom because it's so weird. So I work at a place where I want to say there's definitely over 100 employees, and on our floor there's a bathroom with 2 stalls, 2 urinals, for the men's at least. And there's so much just weird stuff because you've seen everybody or you kind of know everybody. And so you walk in, and first off, I think it's so weird that people talk during, like, while they're peeing. Like, some people just walk in, yo, what's up? How's your weekend? Just like peeing, like looking, like
how's the weather?
You, like 2 feet away. Thank God there's a little blocker thing.
Yeah.
And just like, oh yeah, you had a good weekend. What'd you do? Like, and then okay, so maybe I'm done peeing. They get up and they start peeing. I go wash my hands, and then they're still talking to you from the urinal. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I want to go. Like now, I don't want to finish this conversation in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then, and then there's always somebody like just like you said, lighten it up. Yeah. Just in terms of like, how many people have stomach problems here? What is everybody eating?
All the coffee.
It's the coffee. Yeah, we have coffee on deck. We have so many Nespresso machines. There's coffee machines everywhere. Yeah. And it's crazy. But then I was thinking about it, and I think I probably mentioned this to both of you. Why is it weird if you walk into a bathroom and you... Susan's shaking her head.
I've heard this so many times.
Because it's such a weird social thing.
I'm so over it by this point.
If you walk into the bathroom, you can't just fart. Like, isn't that the place?
Like, to do it?
Yeah. But no, if you go into a stall,
go
you
for
can
it.
light it up.
Yeah, it's free range.
It's free range. But if you just walk into the bathroom and let it out, let it out.
I thought she was from Canada.
She is, yeah. I don't know.
She's rubbing off on you or into you.
But that's not socially acceptable unless you're in a stall with your pants down. And maybe not even with just in a stall.
Okay, it's entirely different for women.
Yeah, and you said, I'm going to hear it.
So,
just ripping ass free as you go?
No, so it's like as soon, like, somebody's in the stall, whatever, they walked in earlier. As soon as somebody else walked in, silence. Like, even if you're, like, in your case, took a bunch of fiber, they will stop and do as much as they can to be as quiet as possible until you leave. Exactly. Like, I'll go in, like, I know somebody's in there, but they're just absolutely silent. Like, I know they're not peeing, but they're sitting on the toilet. Like, I pee, do my thing, wash my hands, and as soon as I, like, open the door to leave, it's just like, boom. Yeah. It's like they were...
Who let a truck driver in here?
Dude. So I have the weirdest experience in the science and engineering library. There's one specific bathroom that for some reason I always end up on this floor, and I hate it. And I get why it does this, but it pisses me off. So it's like meant for handicapped people, where you tug on the handle and the door just opens automatically, but it opens outwards and it opens all the way. And right in front of the door is a bunch of desks. So like I walk in. And like, I walk in.
That's supposed to be the engineering library.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I walk in, you can hear people farting, and like that's embarrassing. And the door's open, and people from outside are looking into the bathroom.
Don't
and, like,
sit at those desks.
Like you can like, I was like, I had to take a shit, so I was like walking, and I was like, okay, I guess they're about to watch me walk into this stall, and like if the door doesn't close in time, they'll hear me too. Like. I was like, dude, that's like, just like, come on, some privacy would be nice.
Maybe like elevator music and bathroom.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Like really loud.
Something, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not socially acceptable to like play your phone out loud. You know what I mean? Like I can't just be listening to a podcast in a public bathroom.
You can sing really loud.
Yeah, just that
like Buddy the Elf.
Hey, baby, it's cold. that was such a funny fucking scene, dude. They're still at Target. They're still selling brand new DVDs of that movie.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
DVDs
like the
still
best
exist.
Christmas movie ever.
Yeah.
I just sold so many of mine for like $1 a piece because like every single one of them I can either watch on an illegal website or a not illegal website.
Yeah, or rent it on Amazon or iTunes or wherever you like. Even
I'm pretty
our TV
sure I've
has
accidentally
Fandango.
rented something from Amazon that I had on disc because I just literally didn't even check my IDs. Like,
Yeah, I remember we had like the DVD little like books.
Yeah.
They had all the sleeves, and you just like flip through them before choosing a movie.
That was like fun though. Like like that was like okay. So I forget what I was talking. Oh, I was talking to Chad about this. But do you remember Blockbuster having the buckets of popcorn?
Mm-hmm.
Those were my
they still sell those.
favorite. I know, but like you just throw the whole bucket in there and watch it fill, and like, oh my god! And then you have like a movie theater style bucket, and like, oh, that just reminds me of like going to Blockbuster and renting Good Burger way too many times. Like my parents probably hate me for that because as a little kid, like when I didn't see something,
buy it.
Well, yeah, when I didn't see something new I liked, I would rent Good Burger, and they're like, again, and I'm like, yeah, it's amazing.
Hell yeah! You'd think you'd get that for like Christmas.
Yeah, right. You think eventually they'd just be like, oh, "Okay, here you go." But
we've spent $80 on Good Burger.
I was fucking 8 years old. I didn't know. That's on them. But speaking of like movies and shows and shit like that, so you started watching Oak Island, right?
Yeah.
That's something I really wanted to talk about. Oak Island,
and not
the
recently.
Curse of Oak Island.
What is that?
Oh my god.
So I originally started watching it in a hotel. Because it was the History Channel, I think. It was the only thing that was on, and it was like really late at night, and I wasn't gonna like rent anything, so I just binged like probably a season of this like in a night just because I was up and everybody else was asleep. But I'd go for it.
Okay, so you haven't heard of it? No. Oh, I'm so excited.
In Hawaii?
No, it was like years ago.
So I'm so excited to tell you about this. So I might butcher it to people who are listening that might know more information about me.
I can help because I've seen a lot of it.
But okay, yeah, I've binged like the first like 3 or 4 seasons a couple summers ago. But basically, there's this island, and Oak Island. It's called.
It's in Canada.
No, not oak trees. That's the crazy part. It's not oak trees. Basically. There was 2 people, they were running from like pirates or some shit or something like that. There was like, or 3 friends, right? And they like fled to this island. It's right off the coast of like Canada and like up in the east coast, like of like Maine-ish area. But they saw something shiny towards the center of the island. So like, what the fuck? And they started running towards it, right? And they like hoping it was like help or some shit. And basically what they found is like this like, was it a big ass tree with like an X below it or some shit or like something like that, right? There's something suspicious, and so they start digging. Right? And they're like, what the fuck? Like, that's so weird. Like, it looked like... So they're like, well, there's got to be something underneath this. So they start digging. And 10 feet down, they hit a layer of oak logs. Not like a layer of oak, like solid wood, like logs that have been cut and
deliberately placed.
And they're like, that's fucking weird. That type of tree doesn't grow on this island. So they remove the logs, and they keep digging. And another 10 feet down...
Like exactly 10 feet.
Exactly 10 feet down, there is another row of 10 of logs. And they're like, what the fuck? So they... cut away at those logs, and they keep digging. And I think it's like the 3rd or 4th level?
No, I think it's like 70 feet.
Okay, so like, yeah. So they keep going to like 70 feet, basically. And finally, they reach one that's all oaks, and in the middle of it, there's a stone tablet with weird shit inscribed on it that they can't read. So, naturally, they remove the tablet, and it triggers a booby trap that floods the hole. And like, since then, this was like back like when there was fucking
This was
pirates.
like 19...
No, this is way, like probably 1800, right? Because there was pirates.
Well, I don't know, but I know that they started excavating the island in like the 50s.
No, yeah, so that was a separate group.
Okay,
they started like, people have been trying to dig up what's in this island forever. There's like methane gas, there's like flood booby traps, there's so much shit. People have died.
So this is like true.
Yeah. So
or at least they're playing it off as true.
Like they're like, holy shit! Like what the fuck is under here? They found coins from like what's that? The Rosicrucians, which is like a super big like Illuminati kind of like group or whatever. Like, dude,
but yeah, they find every season they find like one
tiny thing that keeps you fucking going. I'm sure it's planted. But like,
I was gonna say.
But why the fuck is there's built like they know there's booby traps because they've seen where it comes in from, and like. So why is there shit that's booby trapped? Why is this, like, there's this stone with engravings on it 70 feet down, but they can't find anything? Like, it's so crazy. Oh my god.
And they've spent, like, millions of dollars and man hours just they've brought drill equipment and like have burrowed into the earth all over the island and just they'll find like a coin. They'll be like, all right, I'll put another $1 million in. Let's keep going. Like, it's like gambling.
Loaded.
That's so dumb.
But there's got to be something. Why the fuck is there like layers of oak?
The tablet probably says like you're an idiot.
Well, they figured out what it meant, and it was like 40 feet below is the treasure.
Yeah, it was like 40 feet below it lies, or something like that. Something,
but they can't get to it because it's flooded.
Yeah,
like they've had professional divers like go hundreds of feet down.
That's the thing is it's so like fucking dangerous because like the original crew, like all that machinery is like now like rusted and shit, so it's dangerous to go into the original hole, and like the flooding's coming from the ocean, so unless they can like they haven't been able to plug it yet, so unless they're able to plug it, they can't suck all the water out and get down there.
Yeah, it just keeps getting refilled.
It's crazy, dude. It blows my mind. Well, because they found it was like palm fronds or some shit or coconut shaving or coconut like hairs were used in like the filtration for the flood system,
so that it wouldn't just get
the nearest coconut tree was thousands of miles away.
So it was
deliberately placed there. Like it's so crazy,
they're still making new seasons.
Yeah, I'm still gonna.
Remember the other day I was taking a picture of the TV and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I sent it to him because
was it that?
Yeah,
dude. I lost Hulu because we were piggybacking on somebody's fucking account and they kicked us off, so that sucks. But as soon as you sent that, I went to go watch it and I was like, "Fuck!"
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu, or it's on like if you have like I think History Channel.
You can watch it online. And
really?
There's just commercials. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Maybe
how
I'll
I originally watched it.
Because like shit, I missed that.
I wanted to really quickly touch on Disney Plus and how it got released, and then basically the day or the day after.
It was the day of.
The day of Netflix is just like, we're gonna release a bunch of Nickelodeon shit now.
Yeah, we signed with Nickelodeon. SpongeBob. It's like they're building. Someone said it on Twitter. It's like they're building super teams.
Yeah,
like the NBA, and that's what it feels like. It's like Disney Plus. Now we have Netflix with Nickelodeon. Netflix is like we're making a Squidward spin-off show. Yeah, and then
I will watch the shit out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
All the spin-offs are just like ruin it.
Yeah, spin-offs.
It's like my childhood.
Yeah,
just
what is Squidward gonna do without SpongeBob? Like the funny shit was when SpongeBob annoyed him.
Exactly.
But maybe SpongeBob's still in it.
Like Squidward is our age group now. Or like
it's us on the Polar Express.
This is shitty. Like kids are annoying. Please shut up.
I hope they don't do what like Family Guy did with like Cleveland and have him like Squidward move away, and then in real SpongeBob there's no Squidward because
real SpongeBob they're not making new episodes of SpongeBob,
aren't they?
I don't think so.
I've seen some newer shit.
There are.
I thought I remember the day when we thought SpongeBob was canceled. I was ready to cry. Yeah. Like I was literally ready to cry.
Yeah. Back in the days.
Yeah. Well, and I also saw something. So there were two things that I wanted.
The SpongeBob porn parody.
I hope to God that's not a thing.
No, I guarantee it is. I guarantee it is.
They're still making new SpongeBob.
Damn. Fuck yes.
And like one of the first things
Pump
that
them out,
came
baby.
up is
Give me
like
that content.
New SpongeBob episodes. I typed in and the fill-in was like are bad.
Dude, there's just so much shit to like watch nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The entertainment industry nowadays is like wild. Like they're just like, and it fucks like with the quality because they're just like, give it out there, give it, eat it up, like fuck, take this fucking content, you stupid bitch. Like,
yeah, so Cartoon Network would have been way better.
What do you mean for?
I don't know.
Netflix? There's
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Think about a live action Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah.
No, leave the original, but make it even more fucked up.
See, but what Nickelodeon had adults? Like SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, fucking Fairly Odd Parents, like those three shows were like my childhood. Like Jimmy Neutron, fucking Carl Weezer, a croissant.
Yeah. He's scared of the lima bean. Yeah, in that one episode. Now I want to read this just really quick, and I think we're almost out of time.
Okay.
So I'll end it on this.
Okay.
Let me know how the feels get you.
No.
Just imagine this one day. The last episode of SpongeBob. SpongeBob finally got his driver's license. Squidward finally became a famous musician and artist. Sandy makes a groundbreaking scientific discovery. Mr. Krabs makes millions of dollars and retires in style and passes his formula on to Plankton to continue the business, and they shake hands, calling each other brothers. As for Patrick, well, he proves to the world that mayonnaise is in fact an instrument. The gang gathers one last time to frolic in jellyfish fields. The camera slowly zooms out over Bikini Bottom as the song begins to play, and we hear the French narrator calmly say, "Ah, Bikini Bottom. Here we leave our nautical friends." Bikini Bottom. Here we leave our nautical friends. And as they say, F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.
Wow. Damn.
Honestly,
people
no.
are fucking so creative.
Yeah.
That was so well written, but like, no, let's not do that.
No, okay, that just means it's the end. But think about that ending.
Yeah,
It's so
that'd be so
satisfying.
sad.
Like, but sad and just like feels.
See, but
like I got chills reading that.
SpongeBob, I have a theory, will never end because I've seen SpongeBob had.
My little sister likes it.
Yeah.
That just shows like the 15-year
Kyrie
age
Irving,
age
the
gap.
professional basketball player who has his own line of shoes, did a SpongeBob theme for his line of shoes. Timberland, like, you know, Tim's, like the boots, they did a SpongeBob line. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a SpongeBob, like, Levi jacket line. Like,
I'm sure there's everything.
SpongeBob's in fashion now. Like, in mainstream fashion. Like, it's fucking, oh my god. It's an institution.
Yeah, and it like just does. It's just.
So there's
stays
gotta be
funny,
a porn
too.
parody.
It's like it's the kind of humor. It's not really offensive.
No,
it just doesn't
perfect.
cross
But
any
parents
lines.
enjoy it.
At least the
same
old
time.
Yeah,
episodes
exactly.
were perfect. I haven't seen any of the new stuff, so
Yeah,
like,
me
don't be
neither.
like thinking we're out here like hyping up the new shit 'cause it might suck, but the old shit's perfect.
It's not
Yeah.
a boulder.
It's a rock.
Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
And then like the like cussing thing. Where they
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
What
it's just
the-
like it doesn't cross any lines, and it's perfect humor for every age.
Yeah.
Because like there's also like those little tiny like adult
Innuendos.
jokes.
Like when he's like
yeah.
he's like gold the blooms, and it's like soap bars, and he goes, "Don't drop them."
Yeah, yeah. There's well, it was originally written for Adult Swim, I think.
Yeah, it was originally.
And
I
then
heard
they
that.
toned it down.
But they
for
are so much more
children.
successful now. Like
Oh, yeah.
the fact that they're
Yeah.
still going.
Dude, I love the fucking guy who does his voice. He does so many different voices.
Yeah.
What's his name? Tom something?
I have no idea, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think this is our longest episode yet.
No, we go into the 2000s.
No, we haven't.
No, we definitely have. I do all the editing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna say it one more time. Share this,
Share it.
please.
Right now. Do it
Right now, yeah. Right the second that this
I
ends,
will fuck your mom if you don't.
What?
and he means it. So I'm gonna share it because I'm scared of that. And I'm
I'll
sure.
share it too.
Yeah. Oh God.
My mom would
No one
probably
shares
beat
it.
your ass.
I start pushing people not to share it. Don't share it. I want to fuck your mom. God.
But yeah, so we're on Spotify, Anchor, Apple. Are we on
YouTube.
iHeartRadio now?
We're on iHeartRadio.
Yeah,
now.
we're on iHeartRadio
iHeartRadio's
now.
podcast with like Ron Burgundy has a podcast.
Yeah.
It's a shitty podcast. I've listened
I
to it.
haven't
It's not that
listened
funny.
to it.
But
And what? There's one more. YouTube.
I
YouTube.
said
Okay, I
that.
didn't
YouTube
hear, I'm
videos,
sorry.
if you guys haven't noticed, come out a little bit longer because they take longer for me to make. Because like when I upload it to Anchor, it goes to all the websites immediately. But YouTube, I have to do separately for 5 views each video. So sometimes my motivation's a little low to do it on YouTube. But yeah,
So I think we're gonna once we hit like 10 shares, we'll do the raffle. I think that's a solid. Like once we get 10 emails, and even if you're 9 of them,
yeah.
if you send it to 18 people,
We'll just give you the fucking money.
Yeah, if you do over half of them, you get it. So it's not a raffle unless you
Majority
only share.
wins.
Yeah, majority wins. Outside of that, it's a raffle.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Share it with people that we don't know.
2 a week. Are we gonna start moving to 2 a
Yeah,
week?
we want to start moving to 2 a
depending
week
on how our schedule works out, I think we're gonna start trying to do 2 a week.
because it's fun.
This Wednesday should work for me.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah, I think that'll work for me also.
Perfect. Cool.
Doesn't work for me.
Well, fuck yeah. Thanks for listening, you idiots. You fucking.
That's why they don't share it. Every episode
You guys
call
are
them
great.
idiots.
Well, yeah, but like, come on. We gotta name our fan base something.
If you guys
Just
come
the
back,
idiots.
I will
Fuckers.
sing
Yeah, the
next
fuckers.
episode very poorly, but I will do it.
Next episode, we're gonna do a surgical procedure as we remove the candy canes from Kevin's ass.
Yeah, and then Kevin's gonna do the Macarena. You guys won't be able to see it, but you'll feel it in your souls, I swear.
I can feel it now.
And we're gonna
It's very
karaoke
spiritual.
Fireball and Tequila.
Yes.
So
We're gonna butt chug Fireball and tequila.
no,
What is
karaoke
with
those
you
songs.
and the butts?
What? Me and the butts?
You and your butt.
Butt stuff's funny.
Well,
Maybe I'm just a guy.
well,
Maybe you
Butt
just
stuff's fun.
secretly like butt stuff.
yeah.
I'm all into butt stuff.
we
Put
have,
a hand
we
in
have to
there.
have a conversation
While you
after.
sleep.
Put a hand in there while I sleep.
We're gonna get him some medical attention. But
Yeah.
until next time, I'm still Kevin.
I'm someone new now. I'm Dr. Derek McMahon.
We should post that thing where it's just us going the Dr. Flanagan vlog.
Dr. Flanagan. No, I've been dreaming though.
I'm feeling neglected and ignored.
Aw. Really?
No.
Okay.
I
was
should
gonna
have
say I feel bad.
attention.
I feel bad. I was like, did we not like give you enough time to talk?
I'm Susan.
She's just generally
the
quiet.
comedic relief of this group, and also the sensible one. Thank you.
Yeah, the one that glares at Draymond every time he makes
butt stuff jokes.
Not even butt stuff, just over the line.
Yeah, well, we got to cross that line at some point.
You cross it every time.
Yeah, I jumped the line. Fuck the line.
You drove
Fuck
like
lines.
SpongeBob trying
The only
to get
lines
his
I
license.
like. The only lines I like are
Love, heart.
are police lines because
I cross them. Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, nerds. Later.
Have all of it. Toodaloo.
Bye-bye. See you later.